back with the Piranha, one day after his 27th birthday.
Mental, mate, isn't it? Like you say, you saying earlier, I think first introduced to us together, 18 years old. What's that? 9 years ago. Where's the time gone, mate?
It's funny actually. I do those photos sort of pop up every now and again in folders, and
I think I see one the other day because it was like just after my 80th birthday. I see the one of me or you,
little baby face.
Yeah. When you took it at the hotel in our first interview.
Yeah, he was all dedicated back then, saying, "I never want to go out. I never want to drink. I'm only interested in boxing." Then what happened? And now here we are.
We had a blip. We did a whole 360 cycle. Do you know what I mean? Turned it around. Then we're fighting for the European title.
And now you're a father of two.
Father of two, engaged.
27 years old. Yeah.
I mean, I think I was a single young 17, 18-year-old.
You weren't interested in girls. You told me about that.
No, I settled down. Fell in love.
Only boxing.
Fell in love. Settled down. Had 2 kids. Got engaged. Won my first title a couple of years ago, and now I'm fighting for the European title. So it's been a long journey, a roller coaster of a journey, but we're getting there, mate.
I can't help feeling, but the timing's probably about right. Isn't it?
Perfect. Like I said, I think we might have even said this. I've said before in a previous interview years ago, when I had that blip, when I had that blip after I got suspended for a little while. I think I was getting like there was a lot of talk about me then, but I was young.
You weren't ready for it, were you?
I wasn't ready, and I think I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason. And if I'd maybe stepped up then when I was younger too soon, I'm nowhere near the fighter physically, mentally as I am now at 27. I'm a man, I still might not act it sometimes, but I'm a man now. If you know what I mean, I'm 27 years old. So
you think about it, back then,
I was a kid. I was a boy.
Someone would have old manned you, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would out strength me.
Who's the fella that cut you? To be tough, Ellison, is it? Or?
Yeah, Jordan Ellison. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he would. The old you would have struggled with.
Yeah. Even though he was. I was fighting him well heavier. He was a lot heavier than me. He was like a super lightweight when we fought. But I know what you mean. You're talking about the same thing. Like then I was a boy. Now I'm a man. Like even though I don't act like it, sometimes don't feel like it. I'm a man now. Let's be honest. 27 years old, physically in my prime. I feel like just everything. Just now is the time. Like I say, it's starting to kick on. I'm fighting for these big titles. I had a big year last year. Boxed 2 good fighters. Liam Dillon, Archer Sharp, former British champion. One was the WBO number 1, 25-0. 2 big wins, really, 2 big scalps.
Massive wins.
Yeah, massive, and it's put me in good stead for now. And then I got the European title fight next.
Let's put all this into context. So probably since the last time we did something on camera, sort of the 2 big things have happened. A was the Archie Sharp fight, which was it was kind of a. I don't know, not a do or die, but it was sort of like the kind of fight. It was a statement fight.
Yeah. It was a coming out party, if you know, the coming out party. That introduced me into
major test.
That was it's a big name, major test, and that introduced me and took me to that new level. And now look, now I've got the European title fight. So I knew if I got through that, big doors would open, and which they are. Like if I get through it, I'm headlining my own show in Bournemouth now, fight for a European title. Little old me, who would have thought that? Do you know what I mean? Years ago, and then. There's big things in the pipeline. If I get through this, there's talks of big things like we said about we've always dreamed of, always wanted to. It was all talk back then about fighting at St Mary's. Now that talk is becoming a reality. It's
inching closer.
Yeah, it's becoming a reality.
The other major development, of course, is the birth of baby Harmony.
Yeah.
To go with little Harper.
Yeah, my 2 little girls. Yeah.
How's that been? The adjustment must be a bit chaotic, is it?
Mate, it's been hard, like 2 under 2. But my missus is always, Annalise, she's always at home. She's always supportive of me. She looks after the kids all the time. I come to train. Do you know what I mean? So these are the reasons I'm fighting and doing these things, is to earn a good living, to be able to provide for my family, and then we could buy a house and then my missus won't have to go back to work and I can provide for my family. Do you know what I mean? That's the whole thing.
That very sensible aspect to it. But do you still see this as a sport and actually enjoy it, or is it just about setting yourself up?
I was saying to someone earlier in the gym downstairs. With boxing, I'm a bit bipolar with boxing, if you know what I mean. Like 1 second, I love it. Do you know what I mean? I love the sport. You get that thrill like after. Do you know what I mean? And then sometimes I'm like, I could walk away for tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? So I'm a bit hit and miss with me.
Like that little 18-year-old who I knew, sort of like, he was so fixated on boxing and training and fighting. I mean, Have you still got a bit of that joy?
Yeah, like sometimes, like after a training session, I felt so good on the pads just a minute ago. I feel amazing. Do you know what I mean? It gives you that buzz again. Do you know what I mean? You feel like, oh, I love this. And after a good spar, and then when you win like the Archie Sharp and the Liam Dillon, like you're on cloud 9 after the fight. So that's what you do it for. That thrill. Do you know what I mean? After you've won, but then at the same time, sometimes, like I said, like sometimes I'm like, I've had enough, I could walk away tomorrow, do you know what I mean? It's hard work, I've got 2 kids at home, all this stuff. But then at the same time I do it for them as well, do you know what I mean? I'm providing for them.
Life-changing stuff now.
Yeah,
you're into this period now where it is life-changing because
I'm headlining shows, I'm earning
purses and potential purses.
Yeah, it's life-changing.
Can really set you up.
This money next fight is life-changing, but if I win this, it's even more life-changing, do you know what I mean? So that's the way I look at it. It's like, I've got to win this fight, I've got to, because then it changes not just my life, my family's life, do you know what I mean? So I've got to do it.
And of course you're even more of a little man about town now. A couple of weeks ago we went over to Saints, and they paraded you in the fan zone and on the pitch at half time. After a 5-0 defeat, I think we scrapped the aftermatch bit. Nah, like you say, the reaction's great, isn't it?
Yeah, the club have been massively supportive of me. Do you know what I mean? They've been getting right behind me since I won the title a couple of years ago. They've been right behind me. I went on the pitch a couple of years ago. Then I did it the other day. I went on the pitch again. Was in the fan zone before, and I'm really well in with the club. Do you know what I mean? The club are really behind me. They're really supporting me. They're promoting me as well as because we've been in talks with them, because obviously if I win
fight posters are up as a backdrop.
Yeah, exactly. They're all right on the screen at half time and before the game. In the middle of the game, they're even on the screen. So they're right behind me. I'm well in with the club. A lot of the ex-players now I've become friends with. Do you know what I mean? So they're really, really supportive. And I know if I get through this one in Bournemouth, then Saints are right behind me, and then we want to do a show there, and they're right behind it. They want that.
So you missed out on the December fight.
Yeah.
I know Frank wanted to have you out in December, but you weren't quite right.
I had a few niggles in that from inspiring that. But like I say, I've always been a believer. Everything happens for a reason. And then if I could have thought, then this opportunity might not have come, and this opportunity's come about and fight for a European title. Because at the time they was talking about the fight, there was no European title. So like everything happens for a reason. Like, I got injured. It's annoying. It's frustrating. But it is what it is. I just got to look past it, keep the blinkers on, keep my head down, and then this got offered to me.
And Frank's kept his word, and obviously we got no indoor venue in Southampton.
No,
he promised to bring you down to the south coast.
Yeah.
And now we're.
Mate, it's the closest thing. It's only down the road, half hour down the road. It's close,
and it's a nice place.
Nice, good venue. Bournemouth's a nice, but like you say,
lots of places to overnight stay.
Exactly, it's a shame there wasn't that, but there ain't no little indoor venues for this time of year in Southampton. Do you know what I mean? So he's done his club the best he can, Frank. But he's produced it down on the south coast, like you said, and then we're in Bournemouth.
With a Piranha headline.
And the ticket sales have been going amazing, and a lot of support. A lot of people have never been to see me ever, but where the club's been promoting me, get behind me with social media. A lot of people from Southampton, from a city, they're getting behind me, and the support's been amazing. I must massively appreciate it.
It's great though, people around here are getting behind you, because it's not like you're out socialising all the time, is it?
Nah, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's just like you say, it's through the backing of the club, the backing of Frank, promoting it. And then, like you say, through social media, and people going to the games with Southampton, they're right behind me. And then just local people who are from Southampton, they're like, there's not much happening at the moment, is there? Like, I know like last season Saints were doing amazing, this season they ain't doing too great. So I'm hoping the city want something good to come to the city, so that the people from here, they're trying to get behind me and they're helping support me, and then hopefully bring big time boxing back here. I
think we can safely say, but whatever you do will be the only thing Southampton wins this year.
This year, unfortunately. But who knows? Looking like we're going to go championship, but who knows? We could spring back up. We'll see.
And we think, to the best of our knowledge, but Southampton hasn't had a European champion before.
Not that I know of. I know obviously Louis recently won the British and Commonwealth. That's a big deal. I know other people have won the British.
You're in a different league to him in Southampton, aren't you, in terms of profile and popularity?
Well, I don't know, but it's massive, mate, isn't it? If I win this European title, that's massive. Like you say, I don't know anyone who's won a European title from Southampton, and that puts me right up there, and potentially for a world title shot next year. Well, this year now, hopefully.
Have you had a look at I'm forgetting his name now, the Spaniard?
Something Jimenez, isn't it?
Jimenez,
yeah.
Jimenez,
I think I watched one round. No,
Salvador Jimenez. Yeah. It's just come back to me. I believe it's a proper fight.
Yeah, mate. Like you say, I watched 1 or 2 rounds with him. because I don't like to watch too much, because I think, I've always said this, if you watch too much, you overthink things. You think they do this, and so then you start doing it, and then it don't turn up on fight night, and you're scratching your head like, do you know what I mean? Whereas when I spar, I'll get people sparring, or go out sparring people I've never sparred before. I don't know anything about them, but you got 12 rounds to adapt and realise what faults they do. Do you know what I mean? I should be good enough. So I do it in sparring. So what's the difference between sparring and fighting? It's the same thing. So there's no point overthinking it.
But people shouldn't be under any illusions. But they brought you in a knockover job to make you look good in front of your home fans. This is a proper
fight. Yeah, proper fight. Yeah, mate. He's won
this guy's dangerous.
He's won the European title before. He's a game strong Spanish. Do you know what I mean? I think 14-0. He boxed and drew with a fellow I went and sparred up when I was out in Spain, Juanfi. So, and I knew he was a good fighter. So, and he drew. So it's not gonna be an easy fight. No.
This is the fight that probably tell everyone where we're really at with you.
Yeah, like I say,
whether you've got that
world level
depth of quality to take that
to world. Like I say, it's always Europeans always tough fights, isn't it? Like it's always that next level. So if I come through this with flying colours, then I know I'm that next level. Do you know what I mean? I'm that world level that I think I am.
If a world title fight came up this summer, would you take it?
Of course I would. Yeah. Like I say.
Do you think you're ready for it?
Yeah, I do now. Before maybe not.
Okay, no, you'll say, yeah, I'll take it.
No. I know, yeah, because any fight would say, yeah, of course it would. But I generally believe now is the time. Like I said, I'm 27. I'm physically in my prime, mentally, everything, and I've just had 2 big wins last year against Archie Sharp, world number 1, and Liam Dillon, another great fighter, and I won them. So I believe time is right. Time is now.
There's a couple of different things you take from those 2 fights. I mean, you got Liam Dillon.
2 different styles.
You won't find anyone tougher.
No, yeah.
That's a real dog test.
Yeah. It's like 2 different styles.
That really tests your mettle, what you've got. If you weren't 100% there, you wouldn't have seen that through.
Yeah.
And Archie, with his movement, is a completely different.
They're 2 different styles, and I managed to come through.
He thought he'd just ping your head off. Yeah. He thought you'd be chasing him around.
He didn't. I don't think he thought I was as technically as. He just thought I was going to be crash bang wallop in your face.
Following him around.
In your face, that's it, yeah. But not. I'm a bit cute in that. I come in the way I come in. Do you know what I mean? I come in a bit, hands up, movement, my footwork. I'm here, then I'm there. Do you know what I mean? Because my feet, they get me there quicker. Do you know what I mean? I don't think you realise.
Perfect matchmaking in many ways, wasn't it?
Yeah, like I say, 2 different. Yeah, of course. And it showed what I'm about. Like I can slug it out as well as box, or I can get nitty gritty on someone's chest. And I think that, like you say, and then this fight, it's even another step up. So I've come through this, and we know where I'm at, and I believe then we go to the next level again. So we're slowly building up and getting to the next level.
So was that 20 rounds last year or 20?
20, 2 10-rounders.
2 10-rounders.
Yeah, first ever time I've ever done a full 10. Obviously, when I won the title, it went like
in proper championship fights.
Yeah, and high level, high work rate.
How was it?
Yeah, good. Yeah, hard. Like I say, with Liam Dillon.
Was there anything inside you thinking, I've got to save a bit here, or
nah, it was different.
Did you just have that fitness to take?
I think with Liam Dillon, I went a bit too gun-ho too quick, and I've never done 10 rounds before that. Yeah, max I've done is 8, and that was years ago. But with Liam Dillon,
that first 4 rounds was like electric.
Yeah, 4 or 5. But with Liam Dillon, I was out of the ring for 10 months before that because I broke my jaw. Do you know what I mean? I was out of the ring, so I first go straight. I've been out of the ring for 10 months. He just come off a 12-round fight with Belotti. Yeah, so he was like, he's done the rounds before. I'd never done that many rounds. So do 10 rounds with him, and at the pace it was, and at York Calder, it was boiling hot. Do you know what I mean? So it was good. It was good to get him on my back. And then with Archie, where I went straight back into camp. Do you know what I mean? I had 10 months out with Liam Dillon before. Then I went straight. I had 2 weeks out, and then straight back into camp for Archie Sharp. Then when I fought Archie, I'd done them 10 rounds like that. Do you know, I could have done more. Do you know what I mean? Because I think it was just a back-to-back camps, just staying in the gym and not had no injuries. It was back-to-back, and I've stayed in the gym since that Archie Sharp fight, and even now, 8 weeks out, sorry, I'm on the pads now. I feel like I'm ready to go now. I'm hitting fitness, hitting solid, just everything's perfect. And I feel like if I can keep building on top of how I feel now in 8 weeks' time, I've got no problems.
Has it crossed your mind, but really your success now can carry this area in the sport of boxing, in the sense that if you make a success of this and the fans get behind you as they seem to be doing,
yeah,
the shows can keep coming down here, because no promoter's going to turn his nose up at sellout.
Well, of course not. Sellout crowds. No.
Like so that means the shows will keep coming down here. Your teammates or gym mates, whatever, can all ride on the back of you.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. And then people take over.
There's a lot riding on it.
I've always said when maybe when I interview, or I have said in interviews in the past when I was coming through, I want to bring big time boxing to Southampton, and it's not in Southampton, but it's down in Bournemouth. But I am bringing big time boxing, and you got the likes of like people coming through now. You got Louis, who's won the British Commonwealth. Hopefully, I'll win the European, and then big time boxing's coming back, and hopefully we can make it a reoccurring thing every year. And then when I do finish up, I've brought a big time, and then someone else will carry the reins and they carry on. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it does have a knock-on effect, doesn't it? Sort of.
Yes, and then hopefully someone else will take after. Do you know what I mean? But I'm glad, and hopefully we'd be glad to say that I'm the one that done it, that brought it back with the help of Frank. Do you know what I mean? Back at me.
Last question: have you visualised that night in Bournemouth with a few thousand Southampton people there?
I have like
loads of Garner flags.
And the Saints, I know the atmosphere.
And the Saints and all that. Have you sort of pictured it?
No, I have. I have. And I know the atmosphere is going to be mental. Do you know what I mean? I can just see it now. Like I just know the atmosphere is going to be absolutely. And I just know I'm going to win it. I just know. I believe it. I'm a big believer in destiny. Everything happens for it. It's my destiny to win this. And then we're going to St Mary's. Like we've talked it, and it's happening. I know nothing's going to stop me from winning this fight. Nothing. And this fella ain't going to stop me. Not at all. I genuinely believe that. And
where are you going to walk out to?
Don't know. I might come up to the Saints. That's what I might. The Saints. Because I know. If we got a sold out crowd.
You know what you should do is that band that plays at the ground before the game. They're pretty good, aren't they? There's about 8 of them, isn't there, with their trumpets.
Good to, it's good.
Get them to play.
They are good, but
that would be pretty
that's
cool.
what I've been thinking in my head. That's what I've been picturing. You said about, have you pictured it about coming out? I've been picturing me stood there, everyone going, when the Saints. But everyone going up. Because they did it at York Hall, They did it at York Hall when I fought Liam Dillon. They was all singing. It was electric in there. But I'm thinking, 3,500, full house in there, everyone's singing it, it's going to be nuts.
And you've got that big, I don't know if you've been there or looked at it.
There.
Obviously me and Wayne went there a while ago. You've got that big stage area where you come out. There'll be loads of room.
So I look round there.
There'll be loads of room for a band.
And I've been look round there. I can see all 3,500. Everyone's singing "I Win the Saints." It's going to be nuts.
I think that's what you've got to do. You've got to.
That's what I thought. "I Win the Saints." Now we're looking to it, but I know "I Win the Saints." I think we're going to come out to. I know everyone from Southampton there is going to be. It's going to go off.
That'll be quality.
It's going to go off. The atmosphere. It's going to be nuts. I know it is. It's giving me goosebumps just talking about it.
Should we go get something to eat?
Yeah, I'm starving.
Let's go.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, man.